Yo, what's up, bro? Man, it's Jaleel. I don't know why the fuck. I didn't feel like holding that phone, so I just prop that shit up on something. But, bro, today, man, I'm gonna tell y'all about how the fuck Swift is, man. Well, I ain't gonna say Swift. How my driver leader is, bro. Like, bro, that dude fucked up, bro. Excuse my hair. I know that shit crazy, but this dude, man, I just got out my mentor phase or whatever, and I could have completed my mentor phase in 3.5 weeks, but me and my mentor decided to take a 7 day, well, really a 6.5 day break over Thanksgiving. And so that's whatever. Like, it's cool. Like, me and my mentor, it was cool. It went quick. Like, after like my third day, he, what I'm saying, we was done with the little solo shit, and he just started going. Really during my third day, he just went to the back, closed the curtains and shit. So I improved fast. So keep in mind, this is my first job driving a tractor trailer or whatever and whatnot. But I have a lot of tractor trailer drivers in my family, so I know a lot about it. Let's just say that. And so this is my first load or whatever. And I tell this dude, I was like, I wanted to get comfortable by myself in my own truck, especially with a brand new truck that drives nothing like my mentor truck. My mentor truck drove so much, but it was 2018. Mine's a 16. So I was like, I want to get used to my truck before I go into any big mountains. Basically on the East Coast, I mean like Pennsylvania, stuff like that, or into like up north, like heavy traffic, like Boston, New York, anything like that. So I was like, I prefer to be down south. He said, okay, cool. So he was like, I'll leave you there until you're comfortable. That's basically all you supposed to have to say is, you know what, I'm not comfortable. So I'm like, okay, cool. Because they can't technically not supposed to send you into a situation you're not comfortable with. So, but more than likely that's gonna happen if you don't say nothing. So this dude sends me. He tries to at least. North Carolina's horrible right now, bro. It's so fucked up. It's shit everywhere. Snow, ice, sleet, and all fucking day. It's just bad, man. And I hope this dude don't hit my fucking truck, man. Non-driving ass. So I can't say nothing, but so so whatever. So I when I finally see the load, he calls me and lets me know to see the load. I was out, and I had the app, but I don't know why I didn't just look at it. But he was like, go by my truck and accept the load or whatever. He didn't know I had the app. That's why he said go by my truck. So just trying to show off my truck and shit, cause I was with my brother. So I go by there. I see this going to Pennsylvania. I call, hit this motherfucker off for the week. So I'm like, of course, this shit happens, bro. Of course. So I get ready to call all the driver leader people, like the little temporary ones who work when the real driver leaders are not on duty. They act like they don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. They say, I don't know what the fuck they were talking about, but basically I accepted the load. I was like, fuck it. But when it was time for me to leave, it was fucking snowing horribly. Like, it was just so much, man. And I was empty. I had to drive like 100 and I think like 170 empty. I drove like 60 miles before I realized. I was like, bro, this shit is not gonna be able. I'm not gonna be able to do this. So I pull over. I get stuck pulling over, which was my dumb. I mean, I pulled over on it was the little I pulled over on the shoulder, but the snow was so bad then that I just got stuck. So they pulled me out. I called the little OnStar people. They pulled me out. They sent us a message on the Qualcomm, saying gave us a number. So I called these people. What I'm saying, they pulled me out. That's cool. I get about maybe 30, 40 miles down the road again. And keep in mind, I'm only going like 20 miles per hour. Because I'm sliding all over the road. I'm empty. So like I'm looking back and my trailer's in a different lane. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's crazy. It's like I'm sliding. There's not nobody out there. I mean, it's a couple trucks and a couple cars, but all you really see out there is little plow trucks and the state troopers, and that's it. And it's horrible, man. So I pull over again. I was like, I'm gonna send a Macro 22 because at this point I was like 2 hours away from my pickup time, and I was like, I'm not gonna make it. So I was like, I'm gonna send a Macro 22. So I pull over, try to send a Macro 22. This time I picked a specific spot, so I wouldn't get stuck. Of course, I got stuck again. I don't know how I got stuck. I just couldn't get it out. Being empty definitely hurt me though, because if it was loaded, of course, that a lot of that pressure would be able to push you through the snow. It'd be a lot easier to get out being loaded, but it'd also be a lot easier to get stuck on the soft shoulder. So that was also a fear of mine. But it's whatever. I got pulled out again. That was cool. So I messaged while I'm there though. I messaged him. I sent him when I realized I was stuck. It's another macro switch. I was like, you know what, fuck this. I changed the pickup date to the next day. So, because I was like, I'm not even gonna try. For one, what happens if I get this load? You know what I'm saying? Then what? You know what I'm saying? I can't drive on that shit. And then I realized after talking, I called my mentor to get some help from him, and I realized then that well, so what happens if they're closed? He was like, if they're closed, you're gonna really be stuck. Cause then you're gonna be there, but you're not gonna be. And I was so close to my hours being out at this point, so because I stopped for so long the last time, and so basically at this point, I gotta stop saying that shit. But at that point, I'm like, okay, man, this shit's starting to piss me off. So I sent him a message saying, you know what, bro, I'm about to turn back the fuck around. So they were like, if the roads are unsafe, just go to a truck stop or whatever. And I should have been like, no, fuck this, I'm going home. Because that way I could have stayed as long as I wanted. And then whenever my driver leader came back in, I could have been like, look, fuck you, send me here, or you know what I'm saying, or whatever. But so that was that. So bruh, I'm like, you know what, fuck it. All right, so I go to truck stop. I get there, it's jam packed, of course. Ain't nowhere to park. People parking at the fuel island. It was like one little lane of fuel island that was for people to actually fuel up. Everybody else is parking at the fuel island. So I was like, okay. So I looked on my phone. I saw it was a Walmart nearby. So that's cool. So and then I see it's like hella restaurants and shit for today. This was yesterday. For today, Monday, I was like, okay, it's hella restaurants. I'm probably gonna be here all day today. So I'll just do that. That way I can I'll have somewhere to eat and shit. Because at the whatchamacallit, it wasn't nothing but Popeyes and Burger King, and I don't eat neither one of them motherfuckers. So I was like, okay, cool. By the way, I'm in North Carolina. So I was, that was that. So I'm like, I just go to Walmart. I'll stay there as long as I need to until I'm comfortable. So I get to the fucking Walmart. I'm pulling in. I get stuck pulling in the Walmart. This is my third time getting stuck. So this time it wasn't because I pulled off to the side. It was just when I was pulling in, I was empty and I didn't have enough weight to push me through the fucking slush and the ice and shit. So I sat there for about 45 minutes trying this shit. And what really kept messing me up was the street that the Walmart was off of. People just it was a curve. So I'm like backing up and I couldn't see the cars until they got right up on me. So then I would have to stop, pull up, and of course I would try to get through when I pull up, but it never worked. They would sit there for a while, then realize I'm waiting on them to fucking move so I can actually back all the way out, and that never happened. So every day it just ended up turning to like 45 minutes to an hour. Had a couple nice guys try to stop and ask me, did I have chains? They would help pull me with some trucks. But I just got this truck. This is my first load. I ain't had no fucking chains. I had my little tire chains and shit, but that ain't long enough. So at this point, I'm just like, fuck it. So I was like, I'm gonna just back out and see if I can get up the exit. And it was this one dude who was real cool. He blocked the exit for me because my first time trying, these two fucking cars came flying down the exit and slid. They actually slid. The first car slid out into the street. This motherfucker came flying down the exit. Keep in mind, it's icy as fuck. Like, it rained so long after the snow that, of course, it melts the snow at first, but once it hits nightfall, all that fucking rain turns to ice. And that's the problem with the highways right now. So this dude comes flying out, and he ends up sliding into this fucking street. So I'm glad I didn't try to go, because he would have hit me or something like that. But he ended up sliding. He got control before he went fully across the intersection. And he got out the way. Other dude got the way. So dude blocked the exit so nobody else could come down the exit. So not the exit on the highway, but the exit into the Walmart. So I finally got in there. I got stuck. I didn't get stuck. I got caught trying to get in there. I finally made it through there, and that's whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's whatever. I got through. I parked, but my problem fell into today. I called this dude, my driver leader. He's finally at work. So I called him. I'm like, bro, like, I'm here. I'm not leaving until I'm comfortable. I was like, but I specifically told you I didn't want to go there. You know what I'm saying? This is one state, literal state, that I told you I did not want to go to. I was like, I told you. I know, because I went there with my mentor, and I was like, and I was just like, my mentor, like, we did a little practice on it, but I was like, right now, I don't want to drive there by myself. Like, and like, it's whatever. Like, you can call me a bitch, call me whatever you want. I mean, at the end of the day, you ain't gonna say shit to my face, so it don't fucking matter. But it is what it is. So, I mean, I just didn't want to drive there. Like, I feel like I have a right to not be comfortable driving somewhere yet until you get the proper experience. Keep in mind, this is my first trip by myself. Only time I've driven a tractor trailer was with my mentor. So, you shouldn't want me driving beside you in a fucking state that I'm not comfortable with, or something like that, or up and down some mountains. So that's that. So I'm like talking to this dude. This dude's like, oh, but the best place for you to be right now is up north and this and that. And I'm like, dude, I didn't call you to ask you. I was calling you to tell you that I'm staying here until I'm comfortable. And at that point, you can either give me a load south or I'm going home. I was like, I didn't call you to be like, well, how you feel about up north? No, I'm not asking. You know what I'm saying? At this point, you can get mad, you can do what you want to do, but at the end of the day, I'm not driving somewhere I'm not comfortable with. Because what happens if I kill somebody? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, what you gonna be like? You know what I'm saying? If I'm like, well, this motherfucker sent me after I told him I didn't want to go. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna be at fault. I'm gonna be at fault. You know what I'm saying? Or I killed my goddamn self. I'm not gonna, fuck no. For Swift? Fuck no. And so, I mean, freak no. Let me stop cussing. But, so that's that, bro. I ain't worried about it. Like I said, them driver leaders, man, they gonna try to convince you to do shit you ain't want to do. They gonna try to, like, he tried to, like, I don't know. I'm 22 years old, and he know that. And everybody, I'm out of the Greer terminal. Everybody know that shit, that I'm 22. Everybody I talk to. So, he tried this approach of, like, I ain't gonna say babying, but he's like, nah, you'll be alright. He's like, trust me, I don't want to send you anywhere you're not comfortable with, and I just want to make sure you're comfortable, and all this other shit. I'm like, bruh, I think you think I'm calling you to ask you. I'm not. I'm calling you to tell you I'm not going to do that fucking load. Like, I don't give a fuck what you say. You know what I'm saying? For one, you finesse me. You told me to go to my truck to accept the load. So that's that. I didn't even know you could accept the load on the app anyway. But by the time I saw the load and called you back, you wasn't even at work no more. Like, so I'm like, wow, so what the fuck do I do now? In my opinion, I thought I had to, like I said, it's my first load. I thought I had to accept it. I didn't know, because he ain't at work. And I knew they had little temporary driver leaders, but at the end of the day, that's not who I talked to. That's not who I told I didn't want to go to this state, or I didn't want to drive in the mountains or the snow yet. So I was just like, well, shit, they might give me some more fucked up shit. They might send me to fucking New York or something, on my first load. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it, I'll accept it. And what happens? I get caught in this bullshit, sliding all over the fucking highway, man. Passed and flipped over truck after flipped over truck. Motherfuckers sliding all into guardrails and shit. I almost slid into a fucking guardrail, but luckily my trailer hit my trailer like slid in the back of my trailer, kind of hit a ice patch. If my front end would have slid around to the left after it hit that, I would have hit the guardrail, but luckily it didn't. My trailer just kind of rolled over the ice patch. So, but it was crazy, man. And I'm just like, and I called this dude, and he's like, well, if you he's like, up north is where you want to be right now. I was like, bro, I'm not calling you to tell you that. And then one of my buddies from orientation, I called him last night to tell him what the fuck happened, because he was texting me about some shit that happened to him. And he's in Pennsylvania, so he says not bad, like as far as snow, but it's cold as fuck and shit like that. But he had an issue coming down the mountain where somebody cut him off. But I called him. He was like, you're gonna be losing money. I'm like, motherfucker, I don't get paid nothing anyway. You know what I'm saying? Just your start off pay isn't great for Swift. Like, and you think I'm gonna risk my life for 38 cents or 42 cents or how much ever we get paid to I'm not gonna say it on YouTube, but I'm not gonna risk my life for that little bit of shit. Like, fuck that, bro. I'll sit in this fucking Walmart parking lot for 3 days if I'm uncomfortable. I don't give a damn. I'm not gonna risk my life for Swift or no trucking company. Fuck that. I'll sit my ass in this parking lot. But it is what it is, man. At the end of the day, man, you just got to stand up to your driver leader, because I let him know, and he's still trying to convince me to do that load. And I told him, I was like, look, bro, I'm just call you back later. And I know he was mad, but I don't give a fuck, bro. I'm not doing that shit. I mean, it's not optional. You know what I'm saying? I know that sounds fucked up, but I'm not doing that fucking load, bro. And then bro can kiss my ass, bro. I ain't doing that shit. Yeah, I just sit in this motherfucker for 3 days. To me, it's not the money factor. For one, I would have never applied for Swift or even became a truck driver if it was the money factor. I would have never left my last job if it was that. But best believe Swift ain't the company to come to if you're trying to find money. It's just the company you come to get your experience. But it is what it is, man. At the end of the day, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? If, like I said, he didn't say shit, and you know, if he would have really had a problem, he would have stated it. But I let him know that's that, and that, you know what I'm saying, that's what's gonna happen. Like, once you say you not comfortable, there's nothing they can do. You know what I'm saying? They can't knowingly put you into a situation you're uncomfortable with. So in my opinion, if you don't want to do something, that's your out right there. Just let them know, like, look, I'm not comfortable doing that, and I let them know that. And from this point on, it is what it is. He can be mad, he can give me shit loads. That's all right. Me and the driving coordinator cool as fuck. I just let him know, switch my mentor, because I ain't fucking with that dude, bro. It's fucked up because I knew he was an asshole because my mentor is his driver. He's my driver leader's mentor too. I don't know how that happened, but he accepts all my mentors, trainees. I guess he likes the way he trained, which my mentor is a very good mentor. I mean, if anybody got any questions about orientation, mentor, what happens, or anything, I'll let you know. Or school, I'll let you know. But just ask the questions. But as far as like, bro, you don't let these fucking driver leaders fucking bullshit you, because you end up fucking dead somewhere. Or like old buddy, like some dude, man, I just saw the article. Some dude drove his truck off of I don't know if it was off of a bridge, but I know he went through a guardrail into a river in North Carolina, man, near Kinston. I was just in Kinston. But yeah, man, hopefully they find that man. That shit's sad, but it's crazy, man. It's crazy out here. Man, don't drive in shit you ain't comfortable with. That's all I gotta say. But other than that, man, yeah, this is Lil, man. Sadly, I drive. I ain't gonna say sadly, but because I fuck with Swift. It's my driver leader that's gonna catch these fucking hands. But at the end of the day, man, hit me up if y'all got any questions or anything, man, about Swift. Like I said, I just went through everything, so I know I'm very familiar with the new rules and shit. The pay rate and shit is different for mentor phase and shit. So if you got any questions about that, hit me up, man. Peace.